One from the video we just did and on into today's live. We are outside. My poor shady umbrella needs a little TLC, but it's definitely needed today. So I've got kind of a wonky setup for us today, but I think it's going to be worth it. There's our rocks. Well, some or most of them. And there's still some in this bucket, but I've kind of got this thing set up here so that we can do the overhead look at these and hopefully kind of like right here in the sun and get a good look at some of these. I have a couple things I need to do first though. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited, you guys, to go through these. Okay, so, but before I get started, I actually need to go get the laptop so that I can keep up on the comments because the screen glare and things are going to make this really hard for me to see. Aw, thank you, Karen. You guys never get to see me in the light of day. I'm always in my office, if you will. So if you'll give me just a second, I do want to put you in here the other way and just let you look at the rocks for just a second while I finish getting set up here. Because I'm missing so much of this chat and I just need to know what's happening. So let's see. How's this going to work? Oh, we're having a little bit of sinkage. Is everything holding on here? I think so. Let's tighten all the knobs and twist all the things. And give you guys a couple of things to look at, maybe. Look at that one. Is it all in focus a little bit? Could one more boost up be the way to go? Let's try one more boost up. If we can. What about this little plastic guy here? One more little boost up. Is that better? I think that is better. Oh, I didn't bring any quartz home. No, look at that one. And that one. Ooh, there was one more over here that was my super favorite. Let me put that one in focus too. Okay, I'll be right back. Let me go get the chateau thing taken care of. Look, we could have a shadow show while we're at it, guys. Okay, I'll be right back. All right. Now we're cooking with bacon grease. Oops, let's mute that. Okay, and let's see, we need some brightness happening here so we can see good. All right, now I can see everyone. Hi, Daniel. Hi, Karen. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Opal Guy. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Les. I think Chubby Hubby was here earlier and Bear was here. Hello and welcome, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Let me crack this can really quick. All right. Let's try to clear us off a spot here. Let's look in maybe just a little bit different angle so we're not competing with the sun. Let's go ahead and start with my favorite one here. So far anyway. I mean, how do you pick a favorite? Oh my goodness, this is... I'm so in love, you guys. Is that not like the most beautiful thing you've seen in a minute? Actually, wonder maybe if in the shade would not be better for our viewing. Hold on, everybody. We're going for a ride. Okay, we're in the shade. And now let's look at this rock. Let's get it wet. Better or worse, ladies and gentlemen? I think it might be better. I think we're seeing a little bit more of the blue. Is lens 1 better or lens 2? Oh, Sharon says 2 is better. And Andrew says that's gorgeous. I'm gonna have to apologize about the jackhammering noise in the background. I hope they don't do that for long, you guys. I actually live in one of those super small towns where the tallest building in my town is a grain bin, and they are literally out there jackhammering the side of train cars to get the grain to fall down to the bottom of the car. Hopefully we don't have to listen to too much of that. Oh, good. Good thing, Opal guy, because it's otherwise would be a really quiet and peaceful place to live, but no, we get that. We get that chaos and noise. Okay, moving on. That one is my favorite one so far. And I'm gonna have to maybe do something different about my water situation here. Check this stunner out. Ryan, I don't think I said hello to you. Hello, and Tiger Eye, and Spot, and Andrew. Thanks so much for coming today, guys, and checking out all these Sherman treasures with me. Some of these are cut, not all of these are cut. Some of these are actually tumbled and polished too, and some of them are not. Hey, Moi, welcome back. Good morning. And so, I mean, there's just like so much of a little bit of everything. Oh, and by the way, do you guys remember the balls that we cut? Let's see, there's one that we can, remember they look like this inside when we cut them? I found a bunch more of these too. How many of them are here? I actually didn't really, oh, this one too, you can kind of see inside of. You guys remember when we cut? The kid actually cut them. My youngest son actually cut them, and then we auctioned them off in one of my sales. So let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. Yeah, those are kind of fun. So we'll cut those someday. And then I think I even made comment out loud on my video about what the heck is this. I might have even said a potty word. This is it so far, Ma. Okay, Ma, you missed my favorite agate out of the whole bunch. Boom. So far, it's my favorite. And like I say, this is all Sherman stuff. So Old Man Sherman was a rock hound. And we did my ex-mother-in-law and I helped them to do a living estate sale when they were still alive, before they left their property and before she purchased the property. And because Ma wanted to know the story, we got to tell it. So we did a living estate sale, and it went on for weeks. I mean, just week after week of, come buy things like a giant yard sale, right? But I kind of got to know Sherman over this course of this time. And he was a neat old dude. And I took a lot of things, like he wanted to give me a lot of things. They didn't pay me for helping to do this sale. So I was paid in things that I found along the way that delighted me. And I did take a few of his rocks, but I really paid not a lot of mind to the rock shed. He had an entire rock shed. And he really did try to tell me how cool the rocks were, but I wasn't a rock hound at the time. And so I was just kind of like, yeah, that's great, you know, and we did the estate sale, and all of these rocks that I am now finding out at Sherman's were left behind. And when the estate sale was over, when we figured we had sold everything that we could possibly sell, they just dozed down the buildings, pushed everything into a big hole. And when they dozed down his rock shed, you know, they strewn about these Montana agates and other, whatever those balls are. And there was some other stuff too. Like, I honestly have no idea what this is. And so I truly wish I had appreciated Sherman's rocks when he was alive more, before they were, you know, strewn across the field out here. And now but now I have to work hard for him, and there's nothing wrong with that either. I mean, I appreciate it, you know, the adventure of going out there and finding them. I might not have appreciated them in the same way if he'd have just been like, you need to take these rocks, you know, take this box of rocks with you because they're cool. I might not have had the same appreciation. I'm going to scoot you guys back just a little because the sun is creeping in on us. Here's another, like, I like the white on that. It almost fades to that blue. That is some of my favorite. That white rind, that common opal rind on things. So that is the story behind Sherman's rocks. That's why I literally can go out and just sit in one spot and it looks like there was literally a box of agates dumped out into the field, is because technically that's kind of what happened. Yeah, and thanks for listening, Moi. Like I say, I did get to know Old Man Sherman, and you know, I'm not gonna lie, you guys, he adored me. And we had a lot of fun doing the estate sale. I wasn't a rock hound, and I didn't know any better. I do now, and I think, you know, if Old Man Sherman's up there watching us do this right now, you guys, I think he's thinking this is some of the coolest stuff ever, right? So, sorry, our handy dandy lifter failed us here. Let's see if we can put that back up. But Allison remembers where the old shed was. That sounds like a good beginning of a story or a book. I do, and in fact, I actually, when I went out there on New Year's Eve, it was cold and the ground was absolutely frozen solid. And so if you guys saw in that video when I'm like, hey, you guys, remember the fork? I had found a fork and was using it to dig in the frozen dirt in that New Year's Eve video, and I found the fork again, and below the fork were like all of these agates. So I was kind of in the right spot, but really all I could do on that New Year's Eve hunt was surface collect because the ground was so frozen. And I think honestly that I could probably go out and do this again. I think that, you know, until I come home with like, you know, half of this or a quarter of this, then I think that there is still stuff to be found out there. So it was hard to stop. I'm like, at what point in time do I stop? I love this banding on this one. But you know, it's like Bear said to me, you know, oh, well, you know where to go when you need a good rock win. And, you know, I could take somebody out there someday too, if they were like, you know, I'm just dreaming of finding my first Montana agate. Well, it's not quite the same as going to the Yellowstone and finding one, but like I say, it's not quite the same as if he had just given me a box of rocks either. There is kind of a little bit of an adventure of digging through the dirt and pulling these out, and it gives you time to sit there and think about, you know, how in the world, like, I want to know, it seems to me like he's tumbling and polishing some of these bigger stones. How in the world is he doing that? Did he have a big tumbler? Like, look at, some of these are kind of big and even bigger. Hang on, let me get one out of this bucket over here. And hopefully it's not the one that's weighing this bucket down to not topple you guys over. Like, it is too. It is just the one we need to make the weight. This is a local rock, and this thing is polished. Like, how the heck did he do that? So many questions. I wished I could. I wish now that I could ask him. I didn't know any better then, but yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he did, Jennifer. I love that Sherman knew you were a rock hound before you did. Yes, he will, Rocky Mountain Bear. Yeah, I remembered the smell, Spot. So Spot was saying, you know, that I remember where the old shed was. When I was out there cleaning stuff up, there was a shed next to the rock shed that had some like super wicked fertilizers or chemicals or something in it. And as I was cleaning all of that out and hauling it to the dump, I was thinking, gosh, this is probably like a really good way to get cancer, but oh well, here we go. We're going to do this because I'm a prairie girl and that's what country girls do. But as I was walking out there on New Year's Eve, I caught the ever so faintest whiff, the tiniest smell of that chemical or fertilizer or whatever it was. And it just like snapped me back. I was like, I've been here before. This is the spot. And then I started finding agates there then. So yeah, I've kind of got the spot marked. I know where to look now. All right, moving on. I do want to get some more water really quick so that I have it on the other side of this setup. Give me just a second, please and thanks. Okay, I brought a little bit extra water so I can put it in this bucket and maybe hold you guys a little stiller. Okay. Chris is here. Chris, yay! But she's not feeling well? Is that what Barry's saying? She's not here, but we're thinking of her. I think Chris is lurking because she doesn't feel so well. Hey, Chris. Yeah, thanks for lurking with us. Hope you do feel better soon. All right. We are coming out of our precious shade yet again. Oh, so we better get a move on or we're not going to see any of this stuff. Okay, let's wet those real quick. Okay, by the way, I want you guys all to claim a rock. So we should probably really just look at these one at a time. And maybe not these because these are maybe just a little bit on the small side. You know, maybe. I want you guys all to, hey there, Travis. I want you guys to claim a rock that you want to see cut. And we will name that rock, like, let's say that Bear chooses this one. We'll name that one Bear. And then when we get back together, if I actually do get Bear's rock cut, we'll be like, hey, this is the one that Bear picked. There's some banding in this one. This one's awesome. Or like, let's say that, you know, just for example, let's say that this is the one that Chubby Hubby picks. And we'll call this the Chubby Hubby rock. And then when we get it cut, we can be like, this is the one that Chubby Hubby picked. Yours needs to be chonky, like one of these, Chubby Hubby. So as we go along, if you see something that just screams your name, say so, and we'll call that rock yours. I mean, you may or may not get a piece of it ever, but, you know. You want the beautifulest one there, Bear? I do have a couple that made me say, you're my boy, Blue. This one's fun. Look at the banding. Speaking of chunky ones, I got pretty excited in the video about this one. Show the chunky ones again real quick, please. I will, sure. I got pretty excited about this one because it had so much color in it. I mean, there's red in there. There's yellow on the outside. Sorry, I should pay attention and show you guys. That one's kind of cool. Kind of a big one. Okay, here come the chunky ones again because Bear said so. Oh no, where did Moi Rock go? Moi Rock, which one? Which one is Moi? This one? This one? The one with the lines. This one for Moi. This one's got Moi's name on it. I love that one, Moi. The big potato one. Yeah, that's the big potato one. And the other big chunky one is a big dark petwood. Really dark petwood. I didn't find a lot of woods, but I did find this one and I do like it. Look at that beautiful end. You're welcome, Moi. Yeah, I meant the one with the blue V looking thing, but gotta see them all first. Okay. Yeah, Bear, you betcha. And so there's the chonky ones. Oh, what's next? Ooh, I like this one. Is that the one? No, that isn't the one. But it's cool. Let's look at it because we've got lots to look at. Claim that one. Which one, the wood or the chunky one? Or this one? Andrew? The petrified wood is Sharon's favorite? All right, Sharon. We got Moi. We got Sharon. The big wood for me? Or Karen? Here, I'll show you another pet wood real quick. I love this blue in here, by the way, though, guys. How stinking gorgeous is that? And all of this attitude back here. But here's another wood. Total opposite of that other one, where that other one is so dark. This one is so light. Isn't that one cool? Yeah, I love that. Love that. That's some of my favorite stuff there. All right, what else do we have? Ooh, how about this little guy? Boom, baby. Bear's over there going, I'm waiting for one that looks like it's got iris. I'm waiting for one that looks like it's got iris. Yeah, that opalized stuff. Thanks, Roger, and welcome. What's next? I just am gonna grab him. I'm just gonna grab him. That one's not real beautiful in my opinion, but maybe somebody wants it. We want all the pet wood. Might be really pretty cut, you never know. This one could look, you know, like that one inside. You just never know. Ooh, what about the long ones? Who likes the long ones? Look at, whoop, whoop, whoop. Look at all the stuff happening in there. claim, says Jennifer. This one, Jennifer. Yeah, I hope I will, Moi, but no promises. I would love to, but we'll see if time and things allow. I would love to. And then I'd, you know, maybe, again, no promises, maybe like to get you guys a piece of some of this. Really, Roger? Have we met? Roger, have we met? You look familiar to me. I think that one. This one, Andrew? This woody looking one? Oh, for sure, get that. I'm gonna call it this one. Jennifer, Andrew, and Sharon and Karen. We kind of got you guys all there, kind of a little bit. Let's see what else have we got. So yeah, it's you guys are helping me decide what hits the saw first in a really weird kind of way. Or even the tumbler. Some of these are tumbler appropriate here. Mutual friends. Fantastic, Roger. And again, welcome. Isn't that a fun little guy? Here's one we didn't look at. It almost got shuffled over into the pile. Awesome, Sharon. I like that one. This one, Daniel. We'll leave him there just in case Daniel says yes. Yes, he did. Daniel, that rock's got your name on it, my guy. I love the blue. Love the blue. Oh, look at that nice conchoidal fracture. Is there banding in that fracture? There freaking might be. Get that ugly one from earlier? Yeah, didn't I, Ryan? Isn't that the one you said? Was it that one? Was it this one? That might be Ryan's rock. Thank you for keeping me honest, Ryan. Anyway. Ooh, that blue. Yeah. Let's see. This one's cool. Look at all, if you're a dendrite nut. There's a bunch of dendrites in that one. Oh, yeah. Pretty, pretty, pretty rocks. I kind of have a thing for this one, and I honestly, please don't claim this one because I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. I don't know if I'm going to tumble cut. I have no idea. So this has all of our names on it until I decide what to do with it. Blue. I love the little eye in that, though. Anyway, that's to be determined, but thanks for looking. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. It's cool, though. Who knows? Who knows what's inside that one? I claim that one, please, and please send it to Allison. Yeah, right. Hang on just a second. Whew. I have to sit in the sun now to make the shade Okay. I like that. Broken piece. Ooh, here's a really dark one. Yes, I am. Why? Because I literally have a porch full of rocks right now. Yeah, that one could be pretty. It's so hard to say until you get in there. That one could be nutso, though. Scoot over a little bit more. There we go. I have to keep shifting along with the sun as we go. Okay, I had to catch up on the chat there for just a second. This one's interesting. And it's a chunky potato. Sorry I'm so quiet. I am still just, I swear I've met Ryan before. Or Roger, I mean. Have we met? If I haven't met you, I've sure heard about you before. Roger, you gotta tell us in the chat if you don't mind. I mean, it's really none of our business, but if you care to share, do you make things or just kind of, you know, dabble in hobby? Are you the guy that's making all the really beautiful inlaid jewelry and stuff over there in Cut Bank? And then one more question for our new friend Roger here. Do you do technology? I mean, is YouTube a stretch for you, or do you do other kinds of technology? Do you do any kind of Facebook, or more importantly, would you be interested in joining our Discord where we have more rock chat with more rock friends? No, Spot, definitely not. Yes, everybody's famous in a small town. Ooh, you guys, check this little stunner out. I do be liking me some of that. That's a little chunk for the tumbler. Perfect little chunk for the tumbler. Sharon, call in the tech team. You have no idea how many times I have to do that. I have to go get my kids. Call in the tech team. This is interesting. It's got some, I'm going to try to show it dry first. It's where it's fractured here. It almost looks like a little druzy pocket, and another one kind of back here. Oh, thank you, wrenches. Right on. Thank you, wrenches. I'm doing the drift because I'm reading the chats again. Yes, you guys, thank you. And let's have a look at that wet. That is pretty, isn't it? And let's see this little guy. Woo! How delightful is that? Bands for days. And now the neighbors like mowing. Ooh, check that out. There's like blue in there. I'm telling you, me and Bear both were such suckers for the blue. So, by the way, Bear, I'm not seeing a whole lot of options here for iris in this mix. There's some dendrites, but so much stuff. Just not just Montana material. Awesome. Yeah. I think we can all appreciate. I mean, this is like the mother lode here of Montana material, but we all know that this is like Mohs hardness 27. Nice little tumbler candidate here. This one's pretty. Roger, we're just kind of we're just loosely claiming these. I mean, if you really had your heart set on something here and you're like, I really, really need to have that, will you sell it to me? Then yes, absolutely, we'll work something out. But in the meantime, you guys are kind of in a weird way helping me just to decide what I'm going to cut first. And like I say, when we revisit these, we'll be like, you know, this was the rock that Moi really liked, and this is Moi's rock. And, you know, maybe in the future I'll send Moi a piece of that rock, but again, no guarantees. We're just kind of loosely playing. And so when people are claiming these, it's just so that, like, instead of having this entire, let me pop you out of here. Instead of having this entire huge pile of stuff that I'm trying to decide what to do with, you guys are just kind of helping me decide that these are the rocks I'm going to work with first. Oh, there's Moi's rock. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, you know, by all means, if you really are like, oh my gosh, that's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, and I just need to have that, then we will do that. We'll work that out. But like I say, in the meantime, we're just kind of picking some of these out that we'll hopefully get to first. I can't make any promises, because if I do, I'll feel like junk if I don't. And so that's just kind of the general idea. Thanks for playing the game, everybody. Yeah, sorry about that. That could have some pretty stuff happening inside of it, couldn't it? I get both right now, guys. I get freshly mowed grass and rocks. There's a dark one. Real dark. Interesting. Jeff is here. Hey, Jeff. Yeah, thanks, Moa, for filling him in there on the deets. This is kind of neat. It doesn't look like much, doesn't look like much, doesn't look like much, but boom, there's that common opal. Kind of a little cutie. Yeah, and I do some sales sometimes. So again, you know, if you see something here you really love, the idea of a sale isn't super far-fetched. In fact, I kind of like doing sales sometimes, because I kind of like packaging things and making people's day with a really cute, nice little package. So I'm due for a sale again soon, and I am kind of gearing up. I do have something kind of in the works as far as that goes. But yeah, like I say, just kind of loosely hanging out today. And if you want to make it more serious than that, if you're like, crap, put that in my box. Yes, moi, that is in the near future. There is some stuff I'm working on. And again, this stuff is taking priority immediately. My next tumbler finishes on Thursday, so I would like to have some of this smaller stuff picked out. Like, again, here's, you know, some smaller stuff. Oh, there's one too that would be perfect. So here's some smaller stuff that's like perfect for the tumbler, especially this guy. I'd like to have a whole tumbler load ready by Thursday, and some stuff cut and sliced by Thursday, so that we can get that in the polisher and get a finished product as soon as possible. Just blew up. It sounds like you live at my house, Sharon. Sometimes we have a unplanned rapid disassembly or a explosive explosions. Jeez, it sounds seriously like you're at my place. I love this, by the way, all these like little floret shapes. That's too fun. What? We looked at this rock and I missed all of this. Look at all of that druzy on top. I was all stoked about the plain side, plain side, plain side. And I missed all of that. That's kind of a cool little piece. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. I like the different shades, almost pink over here into that poppin' orange. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yep, yep, and yep. More bands. Pretty stuff. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Ooh, let's scoot them on over. They're getting farther and farther away as I'm whittling through the pile. Here's another real dark one. I don't know if it'll be, you know, worth a hoot or not. It's one of those that I just kind of want to toss to the side for a minute. There's a little chunk for the tumbler. Josh, what's up, man? It's like the Montana agate hour over here today. Because I hit the Montana agate mother load. Oh, bear. Look, this rock has a pet rock. I like that one. Oops. I went to kind of like give it a little flick and then threw it in the bucket. There's some dendrite action happening in that piece. Ooh, I like that. Again, I just can't resist some of that blue. When it's there, I'm in Louvre. This is like possibly the best candidate for iris I've seen so far, and it's kind of a sad candidate at that. For sure, Montana agate mother load. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Ooh, this is the one I was looking for earlier. I like all of his spots. Love his spots. Woofda. Sometimes they just make you say woofda. Woofda. Yeah. How's that? A spot rock? Did Spot say? Oh, or just there's... Caramel. Slab it. Slab this one. Roger, that one's got your name on it. Fracture City, for sure. For sure. Oh, I think we're actually getting down now to the last little bit of Montana here, and then I've got some other stuff that I'm not real sure about. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that. Don't forget to join Tomcat Josh at 4:30 today for Happy Hump Days with Tomcat Joshes and his kitties. There was my radio voice promo for you there, Josh. Oh, buddy. Holy shoot. This one's just like on fire right there. Oh my goodness. Look at it. Blue fire hot bear. My goodness. And it's got banding too. That's the beat. It's got a pet rock bear. Should I just say that's got your name on it? I haven't heard that, Spot, but I've got a little something up my sleeve for John. Oh yeah, let's put that over there for Bear. If Bear says no, I'm putting it over there for me. Oh gosh. How do you do? Yes, 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 you should. Alrighty. I like that one too. Here's a little guy who's perfect for the tumbler. So I'm gonna just toss him on over there. What's that? What's that, you guys? It's pretty. I don't know if it's Montana though. Look, there's another little guy who I could probably throw in the tumbler. Toss him over there. Which one? This one? Is this one for Les? Yeah. I don't think it's wood, Bear. Yep, all right, Les has got that one. That's an interesting one, isn't it? I found a geode. I'm just gonna let you look at, I can't see, screen glare at the geode for just a second while I reach for just a few more of these. All right. I'm pretty sure we've cut some of this This, we should cut this. Yeah, moss agate, it could be. And I'm pretty sure we've cut some of this on my channel before. I'm pretty sure we've found some of this before and cut some of this. And this is pretty stuff. I mean, a little bit of blue in there. I'm just so stuck on the dang blue. I'm sorry, you guys. Have to put a, I should count in one episode how many times I say blue. This stuff I'm a little less sure about though. Like, what is this? And I think there might be another piece of this in that bucket that I need to go get. It's kind of got like a mookite feel to me, but I'm super not sure. Yes, they do. I agree, Roger, but I'm not a picky tumbler. I'm fully aware that if I put crap in, I get crap out. So some of those I just let them kind of be the way they are, natural, and just accept that they're not going to be perfect. And then some of them I do pre-shape on my little saw and get nice preformed cab stuff out of my tumbler. I do some uranium glass stuff in my tumbler too, Roger. That's kind of fun to do. Yeah, what is this, you guys? Looks opaly. Yeah, shoot fly, don't bother me. Kind of does. I agree. Doesn't, I don't know if it feels opaly though. It almost feels more jaspery. Maybe. It's got that plasticky sound, doesn't it? I don't know. I don't know what it is. I kind of like it though. Picky Tumbler would be great channel for screen name. No kidding. No kidding, right? Again, I can't ask Sherman because he's not here. Now that looks opaly to me because this isn't even wet. And you see kind of how shiny that is. Yeah, me neither. Me neither. I'm learning as I go still, moi. Aren't we all? But this is pretty. I kind of really dig this. There's some stuff happening there. I don't know what to do with it other than admire it kind of just the way it is. But there it is. Look, we found a double nut. There's actually a little peephole there, and it's broken. And of course, a lot of the agate inside glows green underneath the UV. So we might, you know, someday send that to the choppa, but I'm not in a big hurry for that. I want to grab this other piece out of the bucket really quick. What about it? What is it? Yeah, I'm thinking bear. I don't know what that stuff is. I really don't. I like it. I was stoked to find it, but like, does that pink give it away to anybody? Like, what is there any clues here? Does that scream loud and clear to anybody? I don't know what it is. Glass with glass and obsidian, not along with agate. No, I usually do glass with glass and rocks with rocks, although I have mixed them up before. Again, I'm kind of a crummy tumbler. I'm aware that I'm kind of a lazy rocker. And I'm a budget person too. Like, not, you know, I can't afford to spend a lot of money on a lot of expensive equipment. I can't, you know, necessarily always change my blades or my, you know, pads or wheels or anything right when they need to be changed. You know, sometimes I'm eking them out just a little past what, you know, you should. But I do admit when I do that, you know, and I'm like, do as I say, not as I do, you know. Yeah, thanks. Moi? Again, I know that some of them aren't perfect, and it's okay. I'm not perfect. And it's okay. I love these little like pudding stones. I call them, like I say, I call them pudding stones. I don't know if that's, you know, a trade name like Uperlite, and you shouldn't. A fruitcake rock, I like that more. Anyway, there's that fun little thing. And then some stuff that he had, you know, polished that I found out in the mix. A lot of the stuff he polished is local stuff, and it's a lot of stuff that I have. A vibe tumbler making that. Oh, do you think? Always strive for perfection? Yee. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but I'm not too proud to embrace an imperfection here and there too, and say that that's kind of what makes things interesting sometimes. But I do hold myself to a pretty high standard. I will say that when it comes to like a finished jewelry project. I don't like to let less than my high standard go out my door when it comes to a finished jewelry project. But when it comes to just like, you know, you take a rock that in the beginning you know is going to be pretty, but it just needs a little bit of help. Like, it's okay with me that there's a few pits left in this. That's okay with me. This rock is prettier tumbled than it wasn't not tumbled, right? So to me, some of those little imperfections I can get past, because this isn't, you know, something I'm going to make into jewelry. Like I say, my jewelry standards are quite high for myself. And I am constantly striving to get better and better at that. But as far as my tumbling and things like that go, some of that is just for fun. And like I say, I know that putting an agate in with some sharp edges, those are little grit grabbers, and they're not going to polish out. It's all right. I'm just going to do it anyway. I'm kind of a rebel like that. Yeah, right? Chubby hubby, I like that attitude too. You know, I mean, when I do knock it out of the park, then you really know it. No, come on, I'm kidding now. All right. But anyway, let's turn you guys back around. We'll have another quick little visit the other way. I'm trying to find a comfy spot here. You know, I'm 40 years old and I'm sitting Indian style on my back porch talking to my YouTube channel. There's nothing weird about it. Nothing weird to see here. And I can't see you guys. There you are. It was a fun day. We sure did look at some fun rocks. It was a fun day out getting them too. And yeah, there's just, we're going to cut some of this stuff. Like I say, I don't want to make any promises, but you know, I'm excited to bring you guys along on the adventure with me. So we got a whole pile over here of, we'll call it crew rocks. PrairieGirlRocks crew rocks are over here, and they are going to take priority. They're going to be some of the first ones that I get into. You guys, thank you so much for helping me to narrow down that enormous pile. Like, and for real, if you go back and you see, I think this is one that Bear liked in the beginning as well. If you guys are seeing something here and you're like, gosh, you know, I just went and I dreamed all night about that rock and I just can't get it out of my mind, and I think we were meant to be best friends, tell me. We'll work something out. In the meantime, though, I am gearing up to do some sales stuff. Video making is kind of back in full swing too, because we've got the rock truck rolling again. I still have some work to do there, but it is getting me around to some of my local spots. So some filming, some videos in the near future we are working on. Excuse me, let me angle this better so I can see better. yeah. What's the Prairie Kid working on next? Well, school's getting ready to start for the youngest Prairie son. And the oldest one is building houses still. So, gosh, if I keep pulling from this pile and putting in that pile, we'll never get through any of them. Tell me to knock it off. And there's still rocks in the bucket. By the way, guys, there's still that much of a bucket of stuff in there. Who knows? Who knows what all, like I say, I wish I could ask him what he was doing and how he was doing it and have all that conversation with him, but I can't now, so it's still a really cool thing though. I thank you, Old Man Sherman. Thank you, man. I'm sorry we didn't appreciate your rocks more when you were here, but we sure do now. What else? Rocks in the bucket, is that a euphemism for being crazy? It could be. Hey, Rufo, and welcome. Yes, me too. It's one of my favorite flavors, which is not a sponsor. Yeah, let's just one more time revisit that beauty. Hey, come on, clouds. And it rains every day on my day off, by the way, you guys. That's been a bummer because I'm like, ooh, I could go out and get some filming done today. Take everybody out to one of my favorite places. And then I'm like, nope, there's absolutely no getting out there because it's, again, the Chev got stuck and the Ford got stuck, got the Chev unstuck when the Dodge pulled up, but the Dodge got stuck in the tractor, which eventually pulled out the Ford. It gets a little like gumbo out here when it rains and it's impossible to go out to my favorite rock spots. So that is part of the reason why I went to Sherman's the other day. I was like, yeah, there's no off-road there. It's just right out to, you know, that little spot there and we can do this. So I agree, Spot. He's probably looking down with a little bit of a side smile, maybe a couple thumbs up, going, you guys are the bee's knees. You guys rock. You guys all rock. You rock. You rock. You rock. You rock. Oh, did you see my dog walk by? So yeah, it's I hope to get out and do some more filming before, you know, fall's totally set in and summer is here. Again, that's another reason why I'm not making any promises about getting into some of this stuff or to be sharing it, doing a live or anything like that, because right now, if the weather's good, I'm taking advantage and I'm getting the heck out of Dodge. So this can all happen through the winter. We can play with these all winter long, which is great because we've got tons. Like, look, that's going in the tumbler too. We get tons of stuff to play with this winter. We definitely will not be running out of material to play with. So awesome, awesome, awesome adventures lately out. I just, you know, I stop and think about just since summer, some of the adventures that me and the kids have had between this, you know, super haul out at Sherman's, which I just feel so grateful for. And all the way out to, you know, Prairie Kid kind of getting in on some of the recording earlier in the year up in the caves and some of those really unaccessible places out there that you just, not everybody can go to, you know, private property, really cool stuff. So, you know, I do still have some stuff to share with you guys. We are not done, and it just feels like I kind of dread winter. I mean, I'm excited because winter's when we're going to get to see inside of some of these things, and that's going to be exciting too. But how do you hold a candle to some of the really cool stuff we've got to do already this summer and are going to continue to be doing? So I feel like we're on a really like high note right now, and I hope that come winter time we don't feel like we crash and burn. I hope that getting into some of this stuff, that one's going in the tumbler. I hope that getting into some of this stuff in the winter feels like just as much of a high note. But yeah, I kind of always feel like that cabin fever sort of thing kind of starts to set in at, the end of summer, beginning of fall, where you just want to get every last little drop of it that you can before it's gone. So I'm definitely feeling that. Our nights are getting dark really early. Our mornings are getting lighter later. The days are definitely getting shorter. And I'm definitely feeling it. So, like I say, the plans kind of are to you know, get into some of these rocks first and take you guys along on the adventure, whether it's a live cutting or if it's just like, hey, by the way, in a live, I cut, you know, I cut Ryan's rock, I cut Andrew's rock, I cut Bear's, you know, I tumbled so-and-so's piece, here it is. So whether it's that way or whether it's, you know, super direct, like we're doing a live and we're doing it, and you know, I do want to share that with you. Just I don't know how, if I'm squeezing, you know, squeezing the last little drops of summer out of everything. If I don't want to make any promises I can't keep. And I don't know if we'll do it today or tomorrow. So it all depends on the weather, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, and we do need a little variety. So it was nice to get outside and look at just, I mean, like I say, it was like the Montana agate hour today. I mean, we never look at this much agates on my channel for this long. Gosh dang, ain't that a stunner? Woo! Jeez, you guys, there's some super, super good stuff. Yeah, so there, you know, the season's getting ready to change. I feel it. I feel it. And hopefully that's a good thing. Hopefully it just perpetuates us on into more fun and more, you know, exciting things. Hey there, little bumblebee. Come have a drink of my water, why don't you? So yeah, I'm excited for some of that stuff, and I hope that it just continues and stays. It feels, you know, just as awesome as it does right now, because it's been pretty awesome lately. We've had some really, really cool videos this summer between me and the kid. So I think everybody's been doing a really good job, by the way, filling the spots of Kyle. I feel a little absent, and I do apologize. We did do a lot of band stuff there for a minute, and then also, like I say, I'm just trying to get out and get going and then soak up every last little bit of this that I can before it's over. So I definitely, you know, I don't mean to neglect anybody. I have, and I'm terrible about this. I've watched a couple videos lately and have not commented. Shame on me. Shame on me. And a few that I have watched and commented on. But my watch hours, I do apologize to the other creators out there, you guys who are putting out videos and stuff. My watch hours just aren't as strong in the summer when I'm as busy and out doing things as they are in the winter when I can lurk and work. So bear with me. Again, you know, the seasons are changing, and I will be back into the lives and the chats and the comments and stuff full-fledged here in what will feel like no time at all. Yeah, most people snowbird from Montana too, Jennifer. So, in the meantime, though, like I say, you guys are doing a great job filling in for Kyle. Even if I don't get to engage in some of that chat as much as I like to, I am seeing it, and I am appreciating. I'm much loving it. And Rufo's doing maybe something on Saturday morning. Yeah, I work Saturday all day. Saturday and Monday are my long days. But again, I do see you. I am watching the replays, all of that stuff. So, and if I don't, please don't take it personally. I really want to. I'm just, you know, like I say, having a hard time finding time for some of that right now. Yeah, I can't stand not getting out. Well, it drives me insane. I get super itchy. I just but it drives me to that creative mode too. So, like I say, hopefully that stays kind of at that climbing momentum that I'm feeling right now. Your hair is beautiful. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. It's about time to tie it up. I actually figured I wouldn't even make it this long before I tied it up, so I brought hair ties with me because it's awful long. Your girl is turning 5, Andrew? Yeah. 5 was a fun age. I remember my kids at 5. It was fun. They were adorable at 5. And then starting to kind of get independent a little bit too. Did that bee bug come bite me? Something bit me. Starting to get a little bit of independence at 5 too. So they're kind of super enjoyable right about then. All right, I'm gonna put this crazy hair up in a thing and then we're gonna sing the song. And boy, if you guys have got any more channel promotions or kind things to say about what's happening around in the community, now would be the time to get it in. Yes, you as well, Chubby Hubby, you and all your kitties. Don't forget to play with your pussies today, Chubby Hubby. The Rockhound Rock Table, look at Wrenchin' Bear there. And World of, or yeah, why can't I think of the other one? I just put a video up last night. Ryan put a video up. Everybody go check out Ryan's video if you get a moment. And yeah, everybody be well. Thank you for hanging out today. That was a lot of fun. I am like super stoked to get into some of this stuff. I wish I could cut it all in one day in the edit. Then again, I'm kind of glad I can't, because then I'd have nothing to do all winter. So thank you guys again for all your help today in minimizing that pile down to a much smaller pile. So now I know where to get started. And yeah, kind of a different thing today. I loved it. It was a lot of fun. Thank you guys again so much for hanging out. You know, in a world where you can choose to be anything, choose to be kind, so go out and do those things, leave those comments, do the watch hours, you know, hang out in the live. I love it. All of that good stuff. And we'll sing the song. Yes, Bear, you are the bee's knees. Look at you go. And thank you, Old Man Sherman. Awesome. I agree, Spot. Way to throw that out there. Plus 10 brownie points for you. For the points don't really matter, but I'm giving you some anyway for that. I love it. Yes, get those links in there, you guys, so we all know where to be and what to do. I love it. Yes, have a great rest of your week, everybody. And here we go. Sing along if you know. Pretty rocks out on the prairie. Pretty rocks are everywhere. Pretty rocks for us to look at. Pretty rocks are everywhere. There's a pink one and a green one and a blue one and a yellow one, and they all are very pretty, and they all are everywhere. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go out and do something awesome.